In this tutorial, we're gonna talk about variables in Kotlin. We use variables to temporarily store data in the memory. Here's an example. Imagine we're developing a game and we want to store the score of the player in the memory. So we declare a variable like this. In Kotlin, we declare variables in this way. First, we must write the val keyword, then the name of the variable. We can write any name we like, but there are some rules we have to follow. For example, we must write our variable's name with no space, and we can only use letters, digits, and underscore. Also, our variable's name must start with either an underscore or a letter. Another thing we have to know is that it's not possible to use Kotlin keywords as our variable's name. Keywords are reserved words that have special meanings to the compiler. For example, we cannot use the val keyword as our variable's name. One thing I want you to pay attention to is the style that I've used for naming our variable. This style is called camel case notation. In camel case notation, all the letters of the first word should be in lowercase and the succeeding words should start in uppercase. For example, we have here the name player score should be written this way. The first word player should be written in lowercase. The succeeding word score should start in uppercase. This style of writing variable names is a convention between developers to make code more readable. After the name of the variable, we should add a colon and specify the type of the variable. In the next lesson, we learn more about data types in Kotlin. But for now, just know that we use int data type to store integer numbers. Lastly, we must assign a value to our variable. We do this by writing an equal sign, then the value. In programming, we call this equal sign assignment operator. Now we can use this variable to print the score of the player in the console. This time I want to use a function named println, which is similar to the print function except it prints each message in a separate line. So I write println and pass our variable to it. Now I run the project to see the result. See, it prints 10 in the console. But sometimes we need to change the value of our variable. For example, at this line we want to increase the score of the player to 100. So we must write our variable's name and reassign 100 to it. But it seems IntelliJ is complaining about something. If we move the mouse cursor on this red line, it says val cannot be reassigned. It is because when we create a variable using the val keyword, it creates a read-only variable. It means it's not possible to change the value of the variable after its declaration. So to make it possible to change our variable's value, instead of val, we must use the var keyword. See, it doesn't complain anymore. Now in line 5, I print our variable again and run the project. In this line, because the value of our variable is 10, it prints 10 in the console, and here because we've changed the value of our variable to 100, it prints 100 in the console. So this is all for this topic, and in the next lesson I'll talk about Kotlin data types. Please hit the subscribe and bell buttons so you'll be notified for every new video release. Also, please don't forget to like this video or send me your comments if you need further help.